Day 5 in a row of the heat wave. The weather stayed fairly quiet and dry. Tonight we start the transition towards cooler weather, but that could spark some scattered showers and storms and a chance for severe weather. Tonight's risk, as you can see, mainly to the north of I-90 and US 20, a 2 out of 5, meaning there could be a storm or two that may bring damaging winds and large hail. Can't completely rule out an isolated tornado. As we head into tomorrow, up to a 3 for a risk level, so that may mean more widespread severe weather, also in the form of large hail, isolated strong to damaging wind gusts, and isolated tornadoes. So we could see 2 rounds of strong to severe storms as the weather begins to cool off. Now on satellite and radar, most of the storms are well off to our north as of this evening. We did have a little activity pop up in Ogle County, but that has since fizzled out, as you can see, so we'll continue to have a dry rest of the day. We get into late tonight, that's when we have to keep an eye out for some strong storms. They're mainly going to form along this boundary here. This cold front will slowly sink southward but not fully move through us. That mainly will keep storms to the north. There's a slight chance that it approaches just enough to bring in severe weather. And then we have to keep an eye on this area of low pressure near Wyoming. That's going to swing through tomorrow afternoon right into that hot and humid atmosphere that's still in place, and that could spark a more widespread strong to severe thunderstorms. So here's future track with how this all may play out. You can see storms continue to bubble up near that front throughout the overnight hours. So I do think a lot of the storms are going to stay to our north late tonight. You can see into early tomorrow morning they do start to approach the state line but may not fully move on through. After that, we have to keep an eye on this complex of thunderstorms coming in from Minnesota. As that starts to slide closer towards us Friday morning, may bring severe weather nearby. It also may shove some cooler air towards us. You see this little line of activity? That's what we call an outflow boundary. So cooler air coming out of that complex may help settle the atmosphere down. So that's one thing we're watching for here, is if we get that settling effect from that outflow boundary. If it happens, look what happens on future track. Any kind of severe weather stays well off to our west. I don't quite buy into that scenario. However, I do think there's a possibility of that outflow, but there's a chance still that these storms may be a lot closer towards us. So a couple moving parts in play here. We have to see how the morning storms go, and that'll determine if we get strong to severe storms into tomorrow evening. We will be dry regardless by Friday night. So I think the main window for severe weather is after 5 tomorrow. Damaging winds, large hail, the main threats here. Can't completely rule out heavy rain and tornadoes. So just make sure you have a way to get severe weather alerts. We'll keep you up to speed throughout the course of the day, as again, there's still some moving parts in play here. So 2 rounds of storms possible, 1 late tonight, mainly to the north of us, but it could slide in late. Depending on how these go, that sets us up for more strong to severe storms going into tomorrow evening after about 5 o'clock or so. Make sure that you have a way to get severe weather alerts so that way you're up to speed on whatever threats those storms may bring. As you look towards the forecast overall, 73 for tonight under a partly cloudy sky. Storms possible late. Tomorrow just below 90, with those storms also moving in later in the day, mainly towards the evening. We get into the weekend, 70s and sunshine on the way. We may hold on to that cooler weather for a while. James and Kristen.
Alex, thanks.